So how do we actually use Education Perfect in math supporting middle years? Let's take a look together in the platform. First, we're going to assign a Readiness for Learning assessment. You can find our assessments and lessons in the Discover tab. Navigate to the grade you would like to see activities for. You'll notice our library is arranged by strand. Let's pop into a unit together. At the top, I have my assessments broken up for my learning activities. Here I can click into a readiness assessment. Start here. These assessments are auto-marked, written each question up to 3 times so they can be deployed with students working on the same specific expectation while receiving different questions than their peers next to them. Questions in our readiness assessments go up to 2 grade levels back, but also focus on simple questions from this grade's expectations to see if students will be confident tackling this year's material. You can see the expectations in grade on the left-hand side. These assessments are designed to uncover misconceptions. Students work through this in a test environment, working on specific expectations and various knowledge and understanding, application, and thinking questions of the achievement chart. Once a Readiness for Learning assessment is given, educators are given data immediately to track student progress and uncover areas that require assistance. Our assessment reports give you data immediately as soon as students are finished that readiness assessment, and you can track whole class and individual progress. Our analysis and recommendations section, and teachers can push out a recommended EP lesson to students based on how they performed to help close gaps. Use this to help students review content they need before being ready to tackle grade level expectations in our lessons. We can also use this data to inform small group instruction, as EP will pull out certain students struggling with certain concepts. Meet students where they're at and see a breakdown of performance, helping them to close gaps. Now knowing where our students are starting from, EP helps differentiate and personalize the experience for learners. Back in our Discover tab is where you'll also find our learning activities. Please note these would also be the recommended next steps just shown. Our lessons are scaffolded and can be used to support whole group, small group, or be sent out to individual students. Students work through Minds-On success criteria and conclude the learning with a reflection activity. Once loaded on student platforms, they have access to accessibility tools such as our question reader, calculator, and handwriting tool. We integrate with Google Read and Write as well. Students can move through our eye or information icons and then move into their foundations, stepping up, and optional stretch thinking questions that push students to achieve mastery on various grade level topics. And in our blue icon questions, we also have Desmos, working formula, and problem-solving questions available to students where they can answer with various means. Perhaps as educators, we want a quick check for understanding, or we receive some data from our EP report about students struggling with a specific expectation and want to dig a little bit deeper and quickly. With our EP Create tool, we can author questions ourselves or with AI in minutes. Offered in various languages, this tool can help you pull students for a quick quiz-based check for understanding, or can be used with your whole class as an entrance or exit ticket. Our AI tool is aligned to the curriculum and only educators interact with AI here. And continue to differentiate content for students by using our EP authoring and editing tools. Drag and drop components you already teach with, edit text, and provide multiple ways for students to be able to answer questions. After moving through lessons, check accuracy, confidence, and see where misconceptions still occur in a report specifically designed to pair with our learning activities. Once you have assigned a task and students begin working, you immediately receive information on their progress. You can monitor student attention, record or leave descriptive feedback, see any attempted questions, and require resubmission. You can also gain an understanding into their thinking process, how accurate students were, how confident, how much they enjoyed, and see a breakdown of achievement chart categories. After using our EP lessons as you see fit for your math programs, we can assign curriculum-aligned topic-based assessments back to students. Different from our readiness assessments, these assessments work within this grade's curriculum, offering additional data points on concepts students must master during this year's curriculum. These can also be given multiple points in the learning cycle and cover off various areas of the achievement chart. Our recommended next steps are going to stay on to keep students looping through learning and ensuring no student is left behind with concepts that they need to strengthen. And that's not all. Once you use our topic-based assessments, they funnel up into our Learning Snapshots tool. You can find this in your class tab under the Snapshots tab. Here you can see a bird's eye view of student performance, but drill down to specific expectations that students might need to focus on. Use this as an additional data point to inform your conversations or observations.